Okay, so I want to start with, it's a YouTuber by the name of Logan Paul. I can't give you background on him because I don't know him like that. I've never been to his page or anything like that. From what I heard of him, though, or the way I heard of him, is there's a place, I believe this is, I should have checked that. It's in Japan, I believe. This is not confirmed, but I believe it's in Japan. It's called the Suicide Forest. For reasons I'm sure you can guess. This is where people go to sadly take their life. And so Logan Paul, at this time, it was sort of a uptick or a resurgence on YouTube of people going to try to find haunted places. So they weren't trying to go see someone commit suicide. They were trying to go see, you know, ghosts and apparitions and things like that, I believe. So him and some of his friends went over to the Suicide Forest. And they go to capture ghosts, so they have cameras and things. But they go into this forest, and sadly, there is a person there with rope around their neck. Now, this is a forest, so there's plenty of trees, so, you know, asphyxiation is like the way most people who go there try to commit suicide. So, there's a person there. He's like leaned up against a tree with rope around his neck. He's like blue and purple now because he's probably been there for a couple days. And so they begin to film him and begin to make remarks because they are, I'm old, so in my eyes they are children. So Logan Paul is really young. So they begin to make sort of immature remarks. And that's how I learned about him, because that was one of the biggest PR disasters in the world for him. And he is a YouTuber. So, and he's a very big YouTuber. He's got like millions of subscribers. So this is a very big deal for Google and YouTube. So he has to go now clean this up. So he did the whole media tour and, you know, posted the suicide prevention hotline number and all that kind of stuff. So they had to do that whole thing. Now, I don't know if this is just rumored or if he's actually going to go through and do it. Now his latest thing is he is going to go with some of the flat earthers, and they are going to go to the edge of the world, basically. They're going to go to Antarctica and I guess look for the edge of the world and prove that the earth is flat. So, Logan Paul, flat earth assignment that you have put yourself on. Because mind you, you are not unique. You are not special. Not special as in nobody cares about you, but special as in human beings are unique to this planet, as in we're the only creatures like us. But as far as just we go, you're not unique. You're not a thrill seeker. There are plenty of people just like you. And I say that to say this. If you think about it, there are people who tie ropes around their feet and jump off of cliffs, bungee jumping. People who put kites on their back and jump off of cliffs, hang gliding. There are people who just jump off of cliffs into big giant puddles of water. There are people who walk around little thin pieces of wire, tight roping. There are people who wrestle alligators and bears and lion tame, and you are not unique. There are people who love to thrill seek. My point in saying that is, at this point, It is 2019. At this point, do you not believe that someone at some point, somewhere, would have tried to jump off the Earth into space? If you are just on this planet and there is a ring of ice around the planet, that is the only thing that separates you and falling off the edge of the Earth, don't you think someone would have tried that? Someone would have jumped off the Earth? How will this expedition go for you? Knight of Wands. I don't know what your sign is, but if it's a fire sign, this is you, but this is you anyway because this is the travel card. So you are trying to do this. I mean, anything for clicks, though. I understand that. So even if you don't really believe in the flat earth thing, anything for clicks. Because he does have millions of subscribers, so I understand that. The Star. So this is not going to be a complete disaster for you. I mean, you may have people poke fun at you and whatever, but you may spend this because you have a loyal following. After this whole Suicide Force thing, it's surprised you have any followings or followers at all, but you do. You do. So it's not going to be a complete disaster. Eight of Cups, though. This is something you should abandon. Just for the sake of image control, but like I said, you have a loyal following, so this is something you can sort of agree with or not. You know, take it with a grain of salt. This is the Knight of Pentacles, so there's money in this. You are an investment for Google and YouTube, so I can understand that. Three of Swords. So this is personal. Someone in your family, probably your mother, does not want you to do this. Because the last time you did something stupid overseas, it ended badly for you. So there's a separation there. This is something you feel you need to do for your brand, but it's something other people think you should not do because it's stupid. King of Swords. Yeah. These two cards basically tell me there's an investment behind you. This is a man in control. This is not you because it's too old to be you, but this could be you. But there's a person who is basically the co-signer to this idea. Like they're saying, yeah, go do that. It would be good for clicks, good for ads, good for you, better for us. So, I mean, I have no qualms with it. I just think this is stupid, but what do I know? In your fear, the Eight of Wands. So you do fear what people will say about you, but it's not a fear great enough for you to walk away from this. Not to mention, this is also travel. Remember, we began with travel. This is also travel. There could be some apprehension about your journey. It is possibly, what, -60, -100 in Antarctica, so you could freeze to death, but I don't think you will. You will be protected. You are a corporate entity now, or a corporate investment. This is your hopes. The Nine of Swords is about fear, worry, and stress. Does a part of you really believe the earth is flat? Because you're trying to relay the message that it's flat and trying to sort of ease the, not stress, because stress is too strong of a word, but ease the debate whether it's round or flat. And so you get this card like you're trying to sort of make clear what's happening. In your environment, the Two of Swords, so more indecision. You don't really want to do this for whatever reason, but you're doing it anyway. In the background is the Hermit. Yeah, you don't really want to do this. Then don't do it. Tell Google you'll do something else. The Empress. This is your word of warning. Listen to your mother. Right across from the separation card. Your word of solace is the Queen of Wands. She'll still be there for you anyway, but listen to your mother. The Nine of Pentacles is your outcome, so this works for you either way. That's your security and money card. So you start with travel. It does go well. So I mean, if you your fear is the travel, but like I said, it goes well. So you don't have to fear being in Antarctica. There is I'm going to say this is your mother saying not to do this. Mother or a motherly figure. If you don't have your mother in your life, this is a motherly figure, says the Empress. But there is an entity behind you, more than likely YouTube, because you are a YouTuber. And this will more than likely be broadcast probably on YouTube Red, but they are behind you saying go for it. Your fear and your hopes, travel, and clarity. We're sort of easing the fear. There's indecision, so you are not necessarily sure this is something you want to do. So you're sort of going into the introspection and deep thought sometime, but you're going to do it anyway because there's money involved. Seven of Wands, Five of Swords, Four of Wands. Yeah, you're going anyway. You are not going to have positive results, naturally, because it's not flat, but you're going anyway. Well, there you go. Logan Paul, on his journey to the end of the world to see whether or not it's flat. Interestingly enough, if you look up, you see space. If you look forward, you see Earth. You should be able to look forward and see space. Not just up. If you look forward and you see space, that means it's flat. If you have to look up to see it, that means it's round. Because it's going to always be above you. But I look forward to your results. Stupid.